This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. I'm John Cullum.
I know you're John Cullum.
And this is Emily Frankel.
And what are we about to do? We are about to do what?
We're going to talk about
a post for my blog.
Oh, yes. A post.
And let's talk.
Absolutely. Okay, let me get centered here.
Okay. And John Cullum.
Yes, Em.
I want to remind you of a time when you went nuts. Really crazy nuts. Overly focused like me.
Oh, dear.
And I'm the one
This could be a lot of bad things.
No, it's not bad. It was interesting.
What?
We had a problem in our home here in Manhattan with pigeons, the birds. The birds. And they drove John crazy. And John went through all kinds of somersaults trying to figure out ways to get the pigeons off of our window because they woke him up every morning.
That's right. They were on the window below, on the floor below us. They had the nest, and then they would get onto our on our windowsill on the floor that we were in. And then they'd get on our air conditioner and they'd poop all over everything, and the poop they lived in poop. The pigeons don't even seem to care about any kind of sanity.
Folks, sanitary. John does not like pigeons.
Well, pigeons. I have nothing particular against any individual pigeon. I have a story that I hesitate to tell, but
You killed a pigeon? You didn't kill a pigeon.
Well, I
remember there was a pigeon that was hurt, and you got the pigeon fixed up and let him go.
Yeah, well, I hurt him. I shot a BB gun. I had a BB gun, so I would shoot BB guns to try to scare him off the things, and I hit one time and I must have broken his wing or something. I don't know. He fluttered around, and anyway, and I would go to all kinds of lengths. I put a whole bunch of spikes on top of our air conditioner, and
he talked to the people at the theater where he was working in a show, because they had a problem with pigeons too. People have problems with pigeons in New York that nest on your windowsills. They just live there, and they do make a mess. And John got some special pigeon paper from them or something that had little pokes on it.
Those spikes and that works pretty good to keep things off. But it's a pain to, and also I couldn't get down to the floor below, so I took a great big plastic.
You made a great
bags out of from
made a kite, a pigeon killer kite.
Where did I get that bag? It must have been from Bed Bath and Beyond. We had a great big, and I took two of them, split them open, and tied them down and hung them down like a flag. And I would even take a picture of a game bird that preyed on like an
ugly bird.
Like an owl
and he had that on the bag.
Yeah, to scare the.
And he would shake
put
the bag.
A picture of a cat on it.
What's very interesting to me is that John is never really a nutty fanatic. And this was John Cullum.
I couldn't get rid of him.
Fanatic.
You can't, and I wasn't going to poison him because that's murder. But they drove me bananas, and that you couldn't get. They just wouldn't leave.
Now we don't have pigeons anymore.
They finally migrated.
Where did they go? To the houses next door?
I finally put some of those little pokers on the edge of our building up so they couldn't land on top of our building, or wouldn't land on top of our building. I put those little pokers around on top of our air conditioner.
So, folks, if you plan to come and visit us and you bump into some poking things, just be careful because they're
where you put your hand.
Pigeon killers.
Yes.
John Cullum,
the
pigeon killer.
Pigeon
Well, thank goodness we have no problems like that right now.
No, yeah.
John, thank you for being what you are.
Emily,
You know what
that's
you
not
are?
very nice. What am I?
You're just a very interesting person. Stable and kind and generous and friendly.
Oh, man.
Except you don't like pigeons.
I have a few other dislikes, but I'll try to keep them away from you, Emily. I want you to think of me that way, as being a kind,
So heroic.
nice. Yes.
Thank you very much, John.
Yes, I believe we'd better say goodbye.
All right.
See you next week. This is AI.R. See you next week.